What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. And today we have a very exciting model unboxing for you all. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Gemini200 1/200 scale Spirit Airlines Airbus A320neo with the raccoon mask. I hope all of you are excited for today's video, as today we start our monthly 1/200 unboxings consistently. I know that we've had quite a few over time, but they haven't been consistent. I've gained a plethora of 1/200s fortunately over the last several months, so each and every month moving forward, I will do my best to have one 1/200 unboxing. I know we've seen a couple of them in some other videos, but the reason that this is important to do these individual unboxings is because we don't get to quite dive into as much detail as I'd like to with those bigger unboxings. So I'm really excited to dive into these models with a little bit more emphasis on the details. So this is going to be a fun video today. But anyway, like I said, we're starting with the Spirit Airbus A320neo. So I got this from West Coast Diecast for $60, which was just a steal, and why I chose to get it. Typically, I wouldn't, single out a 1/200 model unless if it was a really good deal or sentimental value, and that definitely fit the former statement there. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the box here. You get 25th anniversary. Here's the Spirit billboard titles: CGI Airbus A320neo. It's G2 NKS 1235. Now again, typically I would not go for random 1/200 aircraft, but this was just too good of a deal, and it does look really nice. And I'm always looking to expand my 1/200 fleet in some capacity, whether that's a new airline, a new type of carrier, so in this case a ULCC, or whatever it is. I'm always looking to expand the footprint. So I thought this would be a really good addition. Just kind of pulled a CLT 13 right there by just bringing out the model instead of unboxing it, but I thought that'd be kind of a funny reference there for many of you that have watched his videos before. But anyway, yeah, this is a really nice model, as you can tell. So we have some really nice details, and ultimately Gemini200 did a great job putting this one together. So it looks very nice. All the details are really fine-tuned and really great in general. So that being said, this is a great model. We're not going to waste any further time. I'm going to angle this up here with the lighting to get as optimally lit as possible, and we're going to zoom in and take a look at this beautiful aircraft and really dive into what these 1/200 aircraft are all about. So with that being said, I hope all of you enjoy this. Let's just go ahead and get started with the details. So right here at the cockpit windows, of course, very easy to see on these 1/200 offerings, and we also have the raccoon mask around, which is pretty cool. Here's the nose cone, and we have a panel right here along with the Airbus A320neo titles right here, so that's absolutely awesome. Here's the antenna right here, and then we got the L1 door, and it's really nice to be able to see these details much easier on the 1/200 offerings. So you got the lever here, got the window here, and then you got a couple of hazard details around some writing on it. No One World logos or any additional stickers like that, so pretty standard here for the door, not too much to report on. Here's the nose landing gear here. As you can tell, it's very nice. It does tilt, or sorry, it does turn, so that's pretty cool. I don't know why the left, when it goes to the left, excuse me, it will go like, it's like 50 degrees, and then when it goes to the right, it's only like 10 degrees. I don't know what that part's about, but it does turn, so that's pretty cool. I do have some other various panels right here, inspections and whatnot. Not exactly sure what they are, but they're pretty cool. So up here, you're going to have the big front seat for the Airbus A320neo. I think they might have 8 total, somewhere in there, 2 rows of 4 maybe. So that looks pretty cool. And then, of course, you got the Spirit billboard titles. Excuse me for not being able to talk today. So you have those, and they look pretty nice. So there they are, and they look really cool. So it's SPIRIT. So that's definitely really nice right there. You also got a beacon in the middle right there, so that's cool as well. And you got the wing root here, which also looks absolutely fabulous. Really like the details on it. Ultimately, they put it together very nicely, so that's really cool. Again, the beacon looks very nice, and then that takes us on to just all economy here for Spirit. No surprises there. Here's the engine. It looks really nice. Spirit.com, really good detail on that, so happy to see that. And the engine cowling looks pretty sweet. We can really get a good look at the fan blades. I haven't re-glued the engine back on it. It came detached, but it's easy to just pop back in there when you're not touching it, so that's why I haven't glued it yet. Just haven't got a chance to. But anyway, you can see the fan blades, and they're really nice here on the Neo LEB engines. I'm not exactly sure which one this one has, so anyway, though, still very nice to see the details right there. Spirit.com once again. There's the main landing gear. They look pretty nice, and they did a good job on the detail. The hub looks great. The tire looks nice as well, so definitely cool to see that. And the engine exhaust also has some really nice details as it gets to Python, which looks really cool too. You have the slats right there, and you get the flaps and speed brakes as well, looking very nice. And then that gets us to the sharklet, where you have the beautiful yellow right there. So that's definitely very nice to see. So cool to see that. And that takes us back here to the 2 emergency exits there across the wing. And then, of course, you have the rest of the Spirit titles, which I really came to like the filled-in titles. I'm eager to hear what you all think in the comment section, but honestly, I really like it. So definitely cool to see that. I think most people would agree with that. And then you also got the howdy on the inside of the sharklet right there. So there's some nice detail to see what we're talking about with that. Here we go to the back of the fuselage. We don't have a Wi-Fi box in this aircraft, even though most of these planes do offer Wi-Fi. So you have the second antenna there, which certainly looks nice, and you got the stubbier one there, which is even easier to see the detail on that compared to the 1-400. Although I do have to give credit to the 1-400 aircraft for making that antenna pretty stubby and noticeable, so that's definitely cool. That wraps up the passenger windows back there, and then we have the galley somewhere in there, of course, and then it takes us to the L2 door, very similar details to the L1. In fact, I don't think there's any differences. But we do have the registration off to the right of that door, which is November 971 November Kilo. And then, of course, you have the U.S. flag too and the fleet number. So no major differences there. You do have the Spirit tail right there, the vertical stabilizer, which looks nice. The rudder is very easy to see. APU detail back there and all the rest of it do look quite fantastic. As you can tell, the horizontal stabilizers also have a nice groove to them, so they definitely look nice. And once again, very happy to see the detail going strong here on this particular offering. Let's go ahead and take a look at the right side of the aircraft, so it's also pretty nice. You can see the additional details, including the 2 baggage doors, which is pretty much the only ones that's cool. Otherwise, the quality control is pretty consistent on this side. We don't have any bad printing or crooked printing or any other deficiencies there, so it's definitely quite pleasant to see this aircraft with all the applicable traits and definitely looking very nice and realistic to its real-life counterpart. Here's the top of the aircraft. It looks really great. You can see some great literature there on the wings, so a nice observation for sure. Also note the angle there on the emergency exit pads and how those differ from the 1-400s. They definitely have some more substance to them. Taking a look at the bottom of the aircraft, you do have a beacon down there, which is a nice feature. You also have the Gemini Jets logo, along with a couple of air inlets and other pieces. We do have 4 total antennas. I'm missing them, so can't really see them very well from this perspective. But there's 1, 2, 3 stubby ones. You got 2 center aligned, and then you got 1 pivoted off to the right. And then you also have the bottom main antenna. So here's kind of a side view. It's kind of tough to see, but to get a little light on it, you can see it a little bit better. You can also see the baggage door along with the various panel detail and all the other traits that you'd expect to see. The underneath of the engines also look quite nice. Otherwise, it looks really great. Got a little bit of paint chip there from the engine, but that's not a huge deal. I don't ever look at the bottom very often, even though it is detailed and definitely deserves some credit. So yeah, this is definitely a really nice aircraft for the fleet. Once again, for $60, it was a no-brainer to get it and add it to the fleet. So about 30% off, which is big time for a essentially perfect aircraft. So very happy about that. Obviously, in theory, some deficiencies, but doesn't bother my collecting too much. So definitely got to capitalize on it. So once again, very excited about these 1-200 offerings. We'll kind of bounce between. I have some unique narrow bodies, some unique wide bodies to dive into. So very thrilled and very excited about all these various aircraft we'll take a look at. And yeah, it'll definitely be, once again, very exciting to dive into each and every one of these and make this a very consistent offering here on the channel. I really enjoy 1-200. It's a very special time when we do get to take a look at these aircraft, considering the space that they take up along with the cost. So yeah, any day you get a 1-200, it's big time. So feeling fortunate for the various reasons that I've been able to get these 1-200s, and yeah, super glad to have them. They're absolutely awesome, and they'll continue to be a huge staple of my fleet for many years to come. With that being said, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.